Hey everyone, it's Andrzej Krzywda. I'm on my journey from 2100 to the international master title, hopefully one day. And I want to show you how I've been solving endgame studies on a specific example. This is a Smyslov study, the former world champion. And in this study, white is to start and draw. So I will try to cover it quickly. What is my thinking process here? So immediately after setting in a board and setting the clock, I immediately try to play what is the obvious line that I would play in the blitz game. In the blitz game, quickly evaluating that there is no pawn levers, no tactics here, I would go king e2, king g4, king f2, king h3, I don't know, king e2, king g2, and then I see that I'm losing. So that would be my first thinking line intuitively and quickly. So just to discover that I'm losing in this line, so I wouldn't play it obviously. But that means that it's not so easy to find out. So okay, maybe the solution is that when king is on f3, I need to be with my king on d4. Okay, so king d2, king g4, king c3, king f3, king d4, c5, and I'm losing because I'm losing the e3 pawn, and I will always be slower there. Also in this line, king d2, king g4, king c3, there's easy move c5, limiting me from everything else. So it doesn't seem like I can go with my king for this side, so there is no way of finding a solution to get there and maybe find a draw by promoting at the same time as black. So given that the goal of this exercise is of this endgame study is to draw, but sometimes during the game we don't know whether we're playing for a draw or for a win, but obviously a draw should be finding our chance. Then the obvious trick to find is the stalemate. So I can't really be stalemated somewhere here. So I need to find ideas, maybe stalemated somewhere on c7. This is not possible. There are too many squares for the king. So maybe on a4. So now what I'm trying to do is not calculating lines. I'm just visualizing the last position, and then I will try to find whether some lines actually get there. So if I put my king on a4, it seems very close to a stalemate, but I will always have b3, and it's hard to imagine how I can limit the b3 square from being not available for me. But then I can imagine that there are some, now going through the candidate moves, I would consider what's happening after c5, but bc5, and it's just not improving over the normal lines. The normal lines meaning rushing for the promotion. But for finding the stalemate ideas, c5 actually is an idea, because let's assume for now bc5. b5 is another line that we need to cover, but let's assume bc5, then I can go with my king to a5, play a4, play c4, and if black is not on time on e1, then I'm stalemated, self-stalemated. So let's count the number of moves. c5, it's one move, king 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So I need 7 moves to get there. Is it possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I'm starting, I will build the first one, so I will be stalemated quicker. So this is one idea, but now the order of moves, is it important? So if I start with c5, bc5, king d2, black has the chance of playing c4 and limiting b4 is an available move, available square. So c5, bc5, c4 is important to play before. And then I can just king c2, king b3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 moves to get there, and then play a4 and just be stalemated. So that's one line. And before I play that, I need to calculate what's happening after c5 and b5. So here the situation has changed. And now I am on a d4 square, and they don't have the c5 move. So now it will be easier to draw. So let's calculate c5, b5, king d2, king g4, king c3, king f3, king d4, and actually I might be the one winning here, because I will collect the pawn here on e4. So I have the d4 square available for me, and that's really a big difference. So okay, so the stalemate is nice to show. So let's go c5, bc5, c4, king g4, king c2, king f3, king b3, king e3, king e4, a4, king somewhere, I don't know, f2, king a5, e3, a4, e2, and I'm stalemated. No move for me, so this is a draw. So that's one. This is I would say a typical endgame study, but it was based on more on finding a trick, finding the last line, which is very often in draws. It's finding the stalemate and then finding a way to get there. There are obviously some other kinds of endgame studies. But that was a nice one, and I hope this at least show you why it's worth doing such things, and how it can improve your calculation process, your visualization process, and probably improve your technique in your games. So thank you for watching, and see you soon.